When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Using his feet to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that Yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Barber. Gets it out fast. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Gets him past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going with the counter play here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Demon Deacons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The running game's been thrown in reverse. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down and goal? Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Back to pass, it's Barber. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. He knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Georgia. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Barber. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Rides the back on the option, the give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Scanning the field, it's Barber. Snags it over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair filled with miscues and missed tackles.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means...
He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Makes the grab on the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Barber. There's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Fighting off the defender. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Stands in and takes the hit.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's the heat. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Off-play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Caught near the sticks. It's Mays. Turning it on. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Got a man. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Got the back over the middle. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Lagway. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Georgia! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Carney. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Barber. Catch in the middle, it's Carney. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air, trying to set up the screen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He'll keep it on the sneak.
On the sneak. No gain on the play. 4th down coming up.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Just keep slinging it. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Now facing a third and long. Dumps it to the back. They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
18.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Barber. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Carney.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Demon Deacons are on the move. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Carney. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On third down, going up top. Finds his back in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Barber. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carney.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Demon Deacons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Grabbed behind the line, it's Vick. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Rodgers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Quick completion on the out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your score.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's good enough for first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Brings it inside the 10. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Past the 50. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. They're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Georgia, 49. Wake Forest, 31.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much